Hello everybody, welcome back to another figure review. Something different from, classified, take a breather from that line. We have been getting a lot of classified lately. But we've also been getting a lot of, Marvel Legends, which there are a few figures I want to try and get, but, I'll get to them when I can. But Magneto here on this retro sort of card back promoting the new, I guess, X-Men 97 show. I don't know. Supposedly there's a new sort of animated show coming out, continuing on from that older, cartoon show. I'm not too well informed on it, but, we got all new figures for that show. We got Magneto, which we have Wolverine, which I'm very intrigued and want to try and find. If I don't, that's okay, because that's yet another Wolverine. Rogue, Storm, Bishop is another one I'm interested in, and Gambit. But Bishop, yeah, another one I'm interested in, and they did have it in the Target I went to, but I was in between Magneto or Bishop, and I went with Magneto simply because a good friend of mine, You're a Casual Clone, is a big fan of Magneto, and to make him a bit jealous, I said let's get Magneto and throw out a review on him. But yeah, we have like some sort of art here from the TV show, and then we have the characters on the corner there. Very cool, very blinding lights there, but yeah, not much going on for the packaging. We get two hands there, as you can see, and then a very questionable head sculpt that many people may not like, but with that being said, we won't be needing this. All we need is our hands. Sorry, not sorry. And one of the hands fell off, or fell out. It's just gone. Take that out. They did this weird cave thing where it goes through the plastic. There that is. Throw that out. We won't be needing this anymore. There's the hand. Come here. We won't be needing this. And one of the other Magnetos fell off. So we'll get him back on the table and take a close look at his two accessories. Magneto here comes with two fists, and that's it. They're fists, they're molded as a fist. They're in red. Pretty plain and simple. You have his other hands, which are more like wide open hands and the power effect hands, which is pretty neat. I don't think they're the same hands as the previous ones. Just to get a close look at that. Maybe scaled down a bit. They do seem smaller. So maybe the hands are reused, they're just scaled down. So there's that. I know. Oh, it's still kind of similar. I saw this hand, I thought it was different. But yeah, I think it's the same mold. They're just scaled it down a bit, which is a bit awkward. His hands do seem a bit tiny on him, but it doesn't look too bad compared to this guy. He certainly seems smaller, much more leaner. I don't know what they did here. It's definitely different thigh swivels, different sculpt there. But yeah, he just looks way thinner for some reason. I don't know if that's just my eyes playing tricks on me. He looks smaller than this guy too. Kind of. I think they may share the same. Nope. He has some sort of wrinkles here sculpted. This guy doesn't. Yeah, this guy has wrinkles there as well. So this is... I don't know which body mold he's reusing this from. I'm not too sure. The crotch piece and this upper thigh piece may be new because of the sort of underwear he has there. Belt is a separate piece. Goes up and down a little bit. But yeah. I mean, he looks good overall. The purples are a bit different. This is much darker. This is more like blue purple, and this is purple purple. And then this guy obviously has a red cape. But the cape is different. I don't know if this is reused from another, Marvel Legend. I haven't kept up with my body molds or sculpt reuse. But it's definitely different from this one. And I like this one. It has a sort of pointy ends there. Pretty cool. This one has big raised thing there, where this one is cool because it kind of covers the shoulders. They're wide there, but this one looks nice. I mean, pretty basic cape. I may or may not buy a soft goods cape and replace this one, or upgrade my old one. But yeah, in terms of articulation, he is on a hinge. He looks up about that much, down, some pivoting, arms go out about that much, bicep swivel, double jointed arms. All the hands have a horizontal hinge. Yep, so they all go side to side. You have the waist swivel there, ab crunch, forward, back. You can kick forward, very tight joints, out. I don't know if he has the drop down hips. No, he does not. So there you go. Upper thigh cut. Double top knee. There you go. Double jointed knees. He can almost kick his own ass. There you go. And then we get no boot swivel. That's a missed opportunity. The old one had it, and this one does not. That is a shame. Does this other one have it? I'm sure it does. Yep, he has it. Well, that's a missed opportunity on Hasbro. Foot goes up pretty well, back pretty decent, and then, the ankle pivot. That's a real bummer. We don't get the boot swivel there. The cape has that one peg there, which, obviously you can just port in the back, which is better than whatever this guy had over here, that extra square there. But yeah, goes in pretty well. That's about it for this guy. I really do wish we'd had in something like this. The full white eyes kind of head sculpt with this guy. Or even, some effects, even if it's these crappy ones. But the head sculpt itself is questionable for some. But to me, he looks pretty good. Now the head sculpt, I mean, yeah, it's questionable just because of the choice they made of trying to replicate that. Does it come across as that? I mean, you'll be the judge. I more or less, got the pose there with the lighting to kind of make that effect of a cartoon. I don't know, you be the judge. I understand what they're going for, but I think we would have just gotten a normal head sculpt that would have been a whole lot better than, you know, trying to replicate, you know, shadowing from a helmet. Because, you know, if you put the lights straight on, it just looks like he has face paint, and that just doesn't work well. So, you know, you really gotta mess around with lighting and whatnot, you know, such as there. Doesn't look too bad there. You know, that's why they made his eyebrows and eyes so bright. So that when you do play with the lighting, you know, you can see his eyes and there's that darkness in there. But yeah, it's very situational kind of, you know, paint apps and whatnot. I'm sure some people will enjoy that, but yeah, you really gotta play with the lighting to get that sort of effect going on with it. But in regards of sculpt and all that stuff, I mean, I'm not sure how much is reuse or new. It is a shame we didn't get the boot swivel there. And from what I see, the collar piece is much different. This one's more squared out than this one. This one's like rounded off. But yeah, the helmets are different and painted differently. I wish this was painted as well with the purple, kind of like how this is, because even this one doesn't have it. Again, it's based on the, you know, cartoon show, but, you know, so you get what they advertise in the show. But, you know, show animators should have painted that purple. I don't know. That's just me. That's my personal preference. But he's not bad. I mean, it's just a Magneto. Nothing too crazy. We're lacking boot swivel and, you know, accessories, you know, effects and all that stuff. But that's what you get with this guy. Now, in case you want to do a head swap, he does have a wider ball joint here at the top. But let me see if I can maybe put this other head. Doesn't seem to want to go in. Let's see this other one. Yeah, I think unfortunately the ball joint is slightly larger on this new one, so the old heads won't go on it, which is a bit unfortunate. Maybe it will go on the new head on the, yeah, you can see how loose that is. But that's the head on the older one. But yeah, final thoughts on this guy are, he's decent. I don't think there's anything crazy about him. He's lacking, you know, accessories, you know, some sort of effect piece. As such, you know, that would have been a bit better, especially at that $25 price range. But that mostly does it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.